What's going on, Washington Commanders Nation, NFL Nation, whatever team you're a fan of? Welcome to the Rambling Rio YouTube channel, where we ramble about the Commanders and football in general. We talk about it all over here. It is Saturday night. The Chiefs got the Raiders out the way. We're about to watch the battle for the AFC South take place at 8:15. Trevor Sunshine Lawrence is leading the Jags against the Tennessee Titans. You're a Washington fan. You want Tennessee to win this game, because if Washington loses and the Titans, Browns, Jets, and Saints win, Washington picks 10th in the NFL draft. Code Talker Dylan, how we doing tonight? How y'all feeling tonight, man? How we doing? Saturday night, meaningful football being played. Meaningful football being played and us not being involved in it. What is new in Washington? I just read something my boys just sent in the group chat. Logan Thomas's wife on Instagram just quoted Logan's comments about Scott Turner and said, "So much offensive talent. You think if you had weapons, you'd utilize them." I'm not going to say anything about anybody's woman defending them. That's what they're supposed to do. I wouldn't suggest you do it on a Facebook group or on social media, but that's what they do now, and we have a lot of that going on in our fan base. But we got wives talking, we got players talking, and the leaks are back. Ashburn is back, baby. Remember when those leaks were zipped up for a while? We've got like 1,000 source things today that tells us that Scott about to get his ass fired on Monday. You know the vibes. What's going on, man? How we doing? How we doing tonight? Good to see you back. Hey, man, I'm glad to be back, man. December was a rough month. We moving on to the new year, all positive things, and we pushing out the content like this in bunches all year, man. All year. Coming back. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What we need to do is, Ron gonna have this little last year of go have fun, last hoorah, swan song season in DC, while the new ownership gets underway. Maybe McVay retires for a year and we lure him out of retirement with a new president of football operations, a new owner, and we bring McVay back next year. What up, John? Hey, appreciate you, my guy, John Greaves. Hey, we're working on it, man. I got glasses on and I'm blind with glasses. That's why I got the phone in my hand, but hopefully I don't have to get surgery on this shit again, because this shit is a lot, man. This shit is too much, bro. I don't wish keratoconus on nobody. Carlos, PD Green, Code Talk, Brush the Four, my guy John Greaves, channel member. Make sure y'all sub up my guy, by the way, Garage Gym Fitness. He does it big over there. How are we feeling, guys? It is the night before. Not Christmas. It's the night before the final game of the season for our Commanders. We're once again not going to be playing in the playoffs, but we at least get the luxury to see our rookie quarterback and see what he's got. No expectations. Just go out and let that shit fly. You're the most talented quarterback on the roster. Let's see what you can do in a real game, pressure situation versus a good defense and a team that has something to play for. Half of our damn roster isn't playing tomorrow. Jamin Davis, Cam Curl, Jonathan Allen, Brian Robinson, Antonio Gibson, who just got surgeries. Congrats on a successful surgery, Gibby. And it's pretty much Sam Howell, the receiving core, and Chris Paul versus the Dallas Cowboys tomorrow. And then there's the defensive line. We still got dogs. Would love to see Chase Young get a sack or two tomorrow. We'd love to see him end this year with some momentum going into next year. We'd love to see Payne add to his 11.5 sack total. Would love to see Sam just looked. Oh, I would like to see De'Ami Brown wake up again because we ain't seen his ass since he scored his first and only touchdowns of his career versus the Titans in Week 5. I ain't seen you since, bruh. I see you on the field just running around again. We got to get back to seeing De'Ami Brown actually run vertically, stretch vertically, and maybe catch a pass or two. It would be nice. The conversation you have with Pedro, I love your pushback on the Anthony Richardson comment. Yes, sir. YouTube will finally challenge the viewers. Appreciate it. Yo, what's good, Raging Sports Talk? And the pushback is in a sports connotation. Some people may hear me curse and raise my voice and think that I'm coming at you in a confrontational or adversarial way. But no, I'm just a passionate person. We could be talking about Peppa Pig. We could be talking about football. We could be talking about what's on Disney Plus right now. I'm a loud, passionate person. Everything I talk about is exuded and projected with loudness because I get it from my father, and that's just how I am. That's why some people that say, yo, you come off really aggressive. Like, I'm not aggressive. I'm a teddy bear. I promise you. I'm not fighting nobody. I'm not in no way trying to disrespect people or trying to disrespect their view of things. But it could come off that way because I'm loud and I cuss a lot. Because that's just who I am, man. I'm loud and I cuss a lot. But of course, I'm always going to push back, especially when I feel strongly about something. It's always a crapshoot drafting a quarterback. You know what's not a crapshoot? Signing or trading for some mid and hoping for them to be good. It never really works out. Ron is going to be a lame duck head coach next season. The ownership change, it should be finalized by the time the season starts. Therefore, Ron is here for one more season. We at least know one casualty is confirmed. It is almost confirmed that Scott Turner will be out of his job Monday morning. Because, in Ashburn, when the leaks start piling up and a whole bunch of sourced material starts coming out, a player close to the situation, a person close to the player, close to the situation. As soon as those cryptic-ass source tweets with quotes come out, you're out of here. So they're going to scapegoat they're going to scapegoat Scott Turner. They're going to make it seem like everything is going to be all better once he goes away. Deservedly so, he should be scapegoated. But there are more problems that exist here. Like the guy who hired him over Kevin O'Connell, who's about to take a 13-win team to the playoffs this year. That guy. But we're here. We're stuck with Ronald Eugene for 1 year. So this is how I see things playing out. Ron is going to do one of two things after he fires Scott. He's going to promote Ken Zampese from quarterback's coach to offensive coordinator for a year and say, bro, let's ride it out and let's hop on the sailboat to unemployment in 2024 together. Or maybe we make some shit shake in 2023 and we keep our jobs and we live to see another year. Or he's going to hire Mike Shula, offensive assistant for the Buffalo Bills. Because what does Ron do? What has he shown us? That the only thing he's shown us he's consistent in is winning 7 games and hiring people he's worked with before or that's worked in the city of Charlotte. So if you worked for the Panthers or worked with Ron before, you have a shot to be a coach here for Washington or to work in our front office. Mike Shula was the OC for Cam Newton and the Panthers, the best 4-year stretch that they had there. He went as their OC, the team was 51-28-1. So off rip, it's an experienced guy. It's a guy in his 50s. It's a guy at minimum better than Scott Turner, because I don't know how much better you're really going to do when the person accepting this job knows that new ownership's coming in, and after a 1-year evaluation process, the job's probably going to be gone. I think that or Frank Reich is probably the best we're going to do at OC, but I'm going to give Mike Shula the competitive advantage because he worked with Ron before. Ron hires people he knows. It's what he do. How would I feel if we signed Roquan Smith? I feel good. He's a really good linebacker. He is an all-pro 26-year-old linebacker. I wanted us last year to drop the bag on either Levante David I wanted us this year in free agency to sign Foye Oluokun from the Atlanta Falcons. Young guy, led the league in tackle. Ron said, no, we bargain shop. We shop from the dollar menu. We don't shop from the regular menu. You know who paid him? The Jacksonville Jaguars. And you know what he did again this year? Led the league in tackles 2 years in a row after getting the bag from Jacksonville. Jacksonville spent $171 million in the offseason, an NFL record. No spending doesn't mean winning, but you got to go for it, bro. You're going to get the exact amount of production that you pay for if you just go out and say, we're gonna let Sheriff walk, but we're gonna bring in Andrew Norwell and Trey Turner. 2 trash cans that Ron has coached before. You see the trend? If you played or coached with Ron at some point of your career, there's a possible chance you're going to get paid to play for him again, because he's used to just hiring people that he knows and people that he's used to. Offensive coordinator Mike Shula is not good. Cam was drawing up plays for the offense. Oh, I know. Like, I don't think he's great, but I think that they got to inherit the number 1 overall pick. And Cam Newton was a cheat code. They didn't have to do much coaching, because obviously we see that Ron not a good coach. It's been on display his entire coaching career. 12 seasons, 9 winning seasons out of 12. You don't even got to do the math. That's 1/3. He's a 33% good coach. You know what that is? Not a good coach. But I do like the Caps. Shout out for trade Wentz for no. We're gonna. I think we're gonna release Wentz. We're gonna release Wentz soon. It's gonna probably be very soon after the season's over. But yes, I follow the Caps. I especially follow them when it's playoff times. The Caps are the only thing good in DC right now. We should all follow the Caps, because that's what winning looks like. They have a generation-defining, all-time great top 3 talent in their sports history in Alexander Ovechkin. Ovi, he's a god. And he's chasing Wayne Gretzky's record that no one thought ever was going to be caught up to. Shout out to the Caps and shout out to Alexander Ovechkin, man. Once again, I think the only quarterback. What's going on, Victor? What's going on? Go Caps, hell yeah. Wilson and Backy playing tomorrow. Yes, sir. All Caps, baby. All Caps. But yeah, we back, man. What's good with you, Victor? How you feeling on a Saturday night? If you only sign people you're familiar with, you can't evaluate talent. And exactly. And Ron, for some reason here, was given full autonomy to make all the decision-making roster-wise and on the football side. He hired the front office, he hired the coaching staff, and he's the end-all, be-all decision-maker when it comes to acquiring players and drafting players. Why was everyone saying Ron? Because I was one of those people. We were in such a cultural hell that Ron seemed like the grown-up, the gentleman, the respected guy in league circles that would clean things up here. I guess we thought coaching a football team and running the football side was like running a Boy Scouts group or an ROTC, because that's what Ron is more cut out for than actually the X's and O's schematics of football and the business of football, because we don't do good business on top of not being a good product on the field. It's very disappointing. It's annoying, man. I'm not going to it is a football podcast, but yes, sir. We talk about everything over here. You know, I got more interest than one. What up, Hawk? Washington owns the 3rd most expensive offense in the NFL, but our coach has no sense of playoff earth. Yo, Scott Turner sees Brian Robinson getting 7 yards of carry and says, nope, can't do that no more. Can't do that. It's working. It's working. Scott gonna hand Sam Howell all the wrong answers to the test tomorrow and say sink or swim. That's what's going to happen tomorrow. But Sam, go be great, man. Want to be a guest on First String Podcast? Oh, I've been on there before. Shout out Toothpick and them boys, man. Shout out Toothpick, Paulie G from the shop, all those guys. Hell yeah. Am I going to be at the tailgate? Yes, sir. I'll be in the Red Zone lot at some point tomorrow. Mark Holmes and all his Cowboy fans, they're throwing a big tailgate over there. I'm going to be sure to stop by that, because Mark going to have the best food at that stadium tomorrow. Mark can cook. When I tell you them Jobu wings smack harder than any wings I've ever had before, I'm not lying or exaggerating. He's cooking like hundreds of pounds of meats at his tailgate tomorrow. I'm going to get me a nice good eat on before Dallas whoop our ass. It's going to end up being a closer game than we expect, though. It's Washington, Dallas still. Oh, damn, Paulie left? Yes, sir, of course. I'm always down. People around the nation don't respect Ron no more after he paid. I mean, people around the nation, if they've paid attention to Ron's career, he never really warranted that much respect as a coach. He had Cam. He had Cam to go out and be Superman for him. He never really had the coach in Carolina. You know? He never really had to do much. Oh, he's live right now. Said Lady and Aunt Moore still host. Oh, okay. Okay, Lady Aunt Moore. Okay, I didn't even know. Thank you for the update. I definitely didn't even know that. Those are my guys, though. I rock with those guys over there. Right now, most of my stuff, I'm probably not going to be doing too much guesswork yet, but we're going to have a lot of stuff going on in the offseason over here. We're going to be doing a lot of mock draft Monday. We're going to be doing something draft related every Monday on the channel. Whether it's just a video, a first round mock, 2-round mock, a full first round mock, a full 7-round Washington mock, or mocks for other teams. We're going to be doing something mock draft related every Monday on the channel. I'm trying to start some new traditions up. I want to get to a point this year where Monday through Friday, I'm posting something on the channel every week. Y'all are always going to have some content on this joint Washington related to keep up with the offseason, because you know the offseason is the season where we thrive, or we used to. You know, we're afraid to get active now because we're afraid of missing, but you can't do that. How can we attend the Joe Boo tailgate because you hype these wings up? Bruh, go to the Red Zone lot tomorrow. You're going to see a bunch of big-ass white Dallas Cowboy tents set up and crazy amounts of meats being cooked in a bunch of Dallas jerseys. You will see Mark's tailgate. You won't miss that shit. He'll be out there from like 12:30 noon until game time. Because I promise you, I'm not hyping them wings up. I don't even know what to call the flavor, bro. Them Joe Boo wings are so good, bro. They have such a distinct taste. I want the recipe so I can cook them myself. But, you know, family recipes always stay in the house, you know. Washington also been so trash over the years. Taylor looks like a godsend to some fan. Hell yeah, people who know football know he's not and never will be. And it's facts, though, but I guess you can't blame the fans that do think he is a savior or he can be built around, because his mid is the best we've seen in a long time since Kirk left. Trevor Lawrence looks like a giant out there. Exactly. You know what, our problem, our biggest issue is that we're never bad. We're a joke, and we're never good, and we're never bad. The two things you have to be rewarded in this league are good or bad. Middling teams, average teams do not get rewarded in the NFL. Middling teams pick in the middle of the draft. When you suck, you're rewarded with picking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the draft. We're never there. We're never there. That's where the generation-defining quarterbacks, for the most part, usually come from in the top 10 of the draft, if we're keeping it real. Yes, you can find them outside that, but the percentage is significantly lower than finding them early. The Jags, they picked number 1 in the draft in 2020 and 2021. No, 2021, 2022, the Jags were the first pick in the draft. Last year, they drafted Trevor Sunshine Lawrence. This year, they drafted Travon Walker, and they hired Doug Peterson. You know what they're doing tonight? They're playing for the division title in the AFC South in a 9-win season. And they can make some noise when they get there. And then once they do get there, this is what the playoff picture looks like in the AFC. Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Trevor Lawrence, and another team. All first-round quarterbacks. All of them. Most of them taken inside the top 5. The league messed up with Lamar. He wasn't even going to go first round if Baltimore didn't trade back up for the last pick of the first round to take him. That is where you strike. You strike where the iron's hot. That is where you go. You're going to find your guy in the top 10 of the draft. You go get him, because nobody cares what the cost of the guy is if you hit on them. And you can also trade up to go get him. Just because you missed on the RG3 trade don't mean you don't go get another guy. There were a lot of reasons why RG3 didn't work out here, and it's not because we traded a bunch of picks and shit to go get him. Also, the Rams didn't do shit with any of those picks to go get him. All those guys, none of them seen a second contract. So you can't be afraid to go get him. Yes, hell yeah. Great point, Brush the 4. The Jags are already cooking, and they got Parlay Poppy in the wings waiting to come out next year and play for them. Calvin Ridley, the Parlay Poppy of the NFL. 1 year suspension because this nigga was trying to hit parlays on FanDuel. He got traded to the Jags on the 23rd hour of the trade deadline. Nobody's talking about it. Most of us have forgot it's even happened. Thank you for that reminder. I appreciate that. They're going to be even better next year. So they parlayed drafting Trevor Lawrence, Dougie P, Javon Walker with spending $171 million. They went out and dropped the bag. We all shitted on them for giving Christian Kirk a bag in the offseason. How can you give a receiver that's never had 1,000 yards, 20+ million a year? You know what he went out and did this year? He got 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, hella yards per catch, balling. They went and threw a bag to Everett Ingram just to bet on his traits. Everett Ingram couldn't catch until this year. Everett Ingram, balling, 79 catches, 700-something yards, over 5 touchdowns, balling. They went and got Foye Oluokun, paid him the bag, still leading the league in tackle. They went and paid for the guard, word to Jay Gruden, Brandon Sheriff. They spent money and they're balling. DeAndre, yes, sir. Scott Turner pack, you could put it in ink. He's getting fired this week. And then we'll probably know Monday morning on Black Monday that he's getting fired alongside with a whole bunch of other head coaches. Houston's going to fire Lovey on Monday. I think you could put DeMeco Ryans in ink to go be the Houston coach for obvious reasons. He used to play for him, and he's going to be one of the hottest coaching commodities coming out. Hell yeah. I forgot. Yo, Ridley. Hell yeah, Ridley, bro. Ridley, Christian Kirk, Jones, Ingram. And they can go have an FU pick in the first round and go take a tight end. The boy, baby Gronk out of Notre Dame. What's his name? Michael Mayer. They can go take Michael Mayer in the first round, have a nice 2 tight end system, weapons for days, and a generational defining quarterback. My plan for the offseason for this game gets underway. My plan would be Ron's going to bring in an offensive coordinator, and he's going to probably bring in another mid-ass veteran. What I would do, I would trade the farm to get the second pick of the draft from the Chicago Bears. Move up from 11, 12, 13, 14, wherever we're picking, move up from there, trade for the second pick, and we're bringing C.J. Stroud or Young, whatever one doesn't go number 1, bringing them down to Washington because I like to take my chance with the first-round quarterback. Or even stick where you pick and take Levis or Richardson. I don't want a veteran on the roster. I know what veterans do here, and I know what veterans we're capable of getting here. I don't want another Mickey Mouse 7 to 8 to possibly 9 win season. Whoever the new OC is, let's hope he can call an NFL offense. Develop my young quarterbacks. Howell and whatever rookie we draft in the first round, show me what you can do with these 2 young bucks duking it out. Because at minimum, I think one of those guys or Sam Howell can do what we saw from 11-4 this year. At minimum. Smash that like button, by the way. We're over 6,000 on the channel. We're closing in on a 1 million views, or my first 1 million views on the channel. We're closing in on that. We're trying to get to 7, 8, 9, 10,000 subscribers and beyond. Smash that like button. What up, Chase Radar? What's going on, man? Scott Turner pack going off tonight. Turner is definitely, they're going to scapegoat him and make it seem like, I know, we ain't seen 9 wins in 7 years. Yo, we ain't seen it in a minute, bro. It's been a minute. But I don't want that. I don't want a 9-win season. The only way I want it is if Howell or a rookie that we take in the first round is the reason we get there. I don't want a veteran. I don't want a mid-ass vet. I don't want no Jacoby Brissett's or none of that type. I think Ron's going to go give Jimmy Garoppolo a huge 3-year contract. Personally, I think that's what Ron do. I think he's going to try to get Derek Carr. He's going to try to go get a guy like Ryan Tannehill. He's going to fail because both of them will probably have better options than here. And then he's going to throw the whole bag and bust it open for Jimmy Garoppolo. And porn star Jimmy's going to come here. And him and Sam Howell are going to duke it out, but he's going to start. And we're going to be back in this same spot. But Ron and them will be fired next year after a year of evaluation from the new ownership group. Washington has a comp 3rd-round pick from Sheriff. Would you grab a left tackle with that or use our second? I think we see how the board shakes out because I like a few tackles in the draft. Paris Johnson Jr. out of Ohio State, Broderick Jones out of Georgia. I'd say Peter Skoronski out of Northwestern, but I think like Sheriff, he's going to be a guard in the NFL. A guy like Matthew Bergeron from Syracuse. You can get one of those guys late first, early second. The tackle class, there's no prohibitive Trent Williams game-changing, game-altering tackles in the class. There's some really good prospects, though. But I would definitely get one. But my priority is that first pick has to be a quarterback. It has to. But knowing Ron be conservative as hell, and Ron be afraid to make shit shake and actually aggressively pursue it. So I expect mid. What do you think of Joey Porter Jr. or Khalil Ringo? My corners, this is how I'm going to give you some draft evaluations. I'm going to be doing a lot of top 5 position evaluations. How I feel about the cornerback class. I love Joey Porter Jr. and Christian Gonzalez and Devin Witherspoon. I love those 3 corners for our scheme. Khalil Ringo, I like him. Don't love him. I think he was I don't think he was that impressive this year for Georgia. He had the luxury of playing for a great defense, but he was not great himself. Give me Porter Jr. or Christian Gonzalez or Devin Witherspoon if that's the route we go for corner early. I think the best one and the most scheme versatile is the Oregon kid, though. Christian Gonzalez. But I think Joey Porter has the freakiest traits, and he's the most athletic of the 3. But Christian Gonzalez is the best all-around cornerback in this class to me. 6'2" corner, plays for Oregon. He's going to be an absolute monster. That's what I would prefer if we don't go quarter. Mo is a top 10 wide receiver. Don't mention me, Khalil Ringo is cheap. Paris Johnson. Oh yeah, Chase Radar, you're a Buckeyes fan. Of course, he's the best tackle in the draft, but I don't really feel like he should go top 5, 7, or 10, though. Hell yeah. We definitely need a corner, though. We need a corner bad. We need a corner really, really bad. I think St. Juice will be a really fine number 2 corner, CB2. We badly need is Mo played for Minnesota. Mo's a top 10 receiver. Who we talking about? When we talked about receivers, the top 2 in the class are Addison and Quentin Johnson out of TCU. Let me get my stream set up for the game. Make sure that joint running smoothly. Titans versus Jags. I think the Jags are about to smoke them. The Titans are starting Josh Dobbs, their 3rd-string quarterback. I think they're about to smoke the shit out of the Titans. Even though we need the Titans to win, I don't think they're going to come through with it, though, bro. I don't think at all they're going to come through with it. I think they about to get their shit kicked in tonight. I don't think it's going to be any type of close game. They about to get them up out of here for real. What do y'all think? I think it's going to be 30-17 Jags. What are y'all predicting for this game, too? I keep telling you that, but you don't listen to me. You need a better O-line. Duncan, before this year, it wasn't the case. You happen to be correct this year. But before we get an O-line, we need a quarterback, bro, because they're going to just be blocking for mid if we get the line first. We're going to figure the line out. That's not going to be too hard to find. But he's going to go high. Oh, no. Paris Johnson, he's probably going to end up going 7, 8, 9 in the draft. But I don't think he's a like one of those generation-defining tackles that is a surefire top 10 guy, but he's definitely going to go high. He's the best tackle in this class for sure. And I know you love your Buckeye. I know Terry happy as hell that Scott is going up out of here, bro. Scott is out of here. Oh my God, they are going crazy on Scott right now, man. My goodness. Terry even liked the tweet. Terry liked the tweet that Logan Thomas's Pete Haley posted that Logan Thomas. I'm telling you, Ron got the group together and said, guys, here's what we're gonna do. We're all going to blame everything on Scott. Like all the tweets, start talking to the media, get them leaks fired up because we're going to fire Scott and we're going to make it seem like everything was his fault. Terry liked the tweet where Logan Thomas's wife was shitting on Scott Turner. Terry took himself out the game last week. I don't know if anybody noticed that. It's game time in here. 2nd and 11. Titans ball on the Jags side of the field. Poor Josh Dobbs. They about to get stomped tonight, bro. Jags looking good with the teal-on-teal jersey. 2nd and 11, drop back to the left side. Robert Woods for about an 8-yard gain. 3rd and 3 coming up. But Terry took himself out the game the other day. I don't know if anybody noticed that shit. Terry definitely subbed himself out on that 4th down play. I'm not mad at him at all. I know, look how packed the stadium it is. I'm telling you, Derek Carr can do better than here. Yeah, he unliked it, but he definitely liked it. Someone screenshot it. What up, King Sean? What up, man? Ron gonna be like, nah, I don't feel like it when it comes to firing Scott. SpongeBob. Oh, Muhammad Ingram. Oh, Muhammad Ingram. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I seen P. Haley's tweet, bro. It's getting hella petty back in Ashburn, so you know it's our time. It's our time of year when players start liking shit, leaks start coming out, and they trying to air somebody out. They gotta put the blame on somebody. Scott definitely gets a big piece of the blame pie. I won't give him all of it, but he definitely gets a huge ass slice of blame into why shit is going south here. 4th and 4. Titans punting the ball. Oh, I got a same game parlay going on this John. A little cheap John. Let me see. I need the Jags offense to go crazy. I think my whole parlay is a bunch of overs on the Jags side. Like over for Lawrence yards, over for Etienne, over for Ingram, over for Christian Kirk. I took a bunch of overs and put 5 on it, and I'm hoping to win like $500. We'll see how it works. They got the return now. They got a few yards. You know, I would kill to see a slight-ass return like that. Dax Milne catches the ball and goes down every freaking week. It's the same shit with Dax Milne. I'm not sure why he's on the roster. Honestly, Dax Milne should just be like an NFL model, someone who models the uniform. Appreciate it, Chuck, for the $2 jump. I never loved Wentz. I never loved it. I embraced him. I supported him, and I wanted him to work here. Never loved him. I don't love non-sure things. You know, like how people love our backup quarterback. Never loved Wentz. I wanted him to work here. I thought he was a significant upgrade. I was wrong on that, but I never loved him. Love? Hell no. Last quarterback I loved here, people hated. Kirk Cousins. I love Kirk. That's my guy. I hope he thrives where he's at. I hope he wins more playoff games and is very successful in the rest of his endeavors in the league. I say we give the Cardinals the Mr. Massage package for Kyler. Hey, I'd call up Arizona and I'd call up Baltimore. We'll give you the Watson deal. We'll throw in a player if you need us to, because neither of these guys has an obsession for massage therapists. So we'll just to sweeten the deal, especially Lamar has no character concern. So it would take more once he gets franchised. I would throw that offer out to the Arizona, but I think Arizona's stuck in that contract. They're not moving Kyler. They're going to choose Kyler over the coach. The name is not. Oh, yeah. Another thing. I'm going to go ahead and just dead this right now because we're not even going to really talk about it on the show. The name ain't changing again. You want to know why the name ain't changing again? Because it's not controversial. It's not the color of somebody's skin. And the team is making hella money off of the rebrand. They're not going through another 2-year rebrand process for a name that ain't controversial just because fans don't like it. A new owner needs to figure out a new stadium, a new coach, and how he's going to turn this team into a prominent one to match its glory days again. They don't give a fuck about the name. They don't give a shit about the name Commanders, and they sure don't give a shit about the name Redskins. They don't. They're not historically tied in love with the history of the team like fans are. That is fan fodder. I don't even think we hear the name rebrand again when a new owner comes here. There's no reason for it. That's fan fiction. It's myth. I don't even think it's something that's going to be discussed. I hope the new owner comes in and says, yeah, we're not changing the name. I don't really feel a need to. I don't care about the name. I want to win. I want my new owner to come in and say, I don't see an issue with the name. I want to make this team a fucking winner again, and I want the nation's capital to be respected. Trevor Lawrence on third down throws one to, who's that, Zay Jones. He looks like he was a yard short, but, he was a yard short. 4th and 1. He's arguing like he got it. You were definitely a yard short, big guy. Definitely a yard short, big guy. Yo, NFL players act as if cameras in replay don't exist. It is hilarious. Like, they will get up and swear to the Lord and on their children that they caught a pass that the whole fucking stadium and the whole crowd watching can see. 4th and 1 on their own 36. They're going for it. 4th and 1, they go in motion. Are they going to try to? I think they're doing a hard count thing. They might be just trying to get them to jump off sides, because going for it on 4th down on your side of the field is not very advantageous to start a game that you're playing for your division. Nope, they're going to punt it. They were playing the hard count, jump off sides game. 4th and 1, they're going to punt the ball to Tennessee. 3 and out for the Jags. After a good defensive stand by the Titans, Zay Jones can argue all he wants to. He definitely did not even come close to getting that first down. Dudes be yelling at their coach to throw the challenge flag when they know damn well they ain't catch the fucking ball. That shit is hilarious. Like, instant replay is a real thing. You literally have coaches that sit in the booth and monitor that sort of thing. Hey, you should challenge this, coach. Hey, you shouldn't challenge this. He didn't catch it. Like, that's a real ass thing, man. 4th and 6, they're going to punt the ball. Get smacked on the punt return, and he ends up getting 2 yards. Still more. Oh, that was a great special teams play. Still looking like Dax Milne back there. Why is Dax Milne on the roster, guys? Anybody got an answer for it? Because I have no idea. Left hand up, always. 8 rushing TDs in 16 games. Under 20 points per game, 3-5 home record. We haven't won a home game in December/January since Ron was hired. We have a negative 77 point differential, and we're 0-6 in the months of December and January since Ron was hired. We ain't won a game since the week of January. I want the Titans to win, but I also want to see the Jags in the playoffs. I know I'm torn. Honestly, I don't see us really rising too much in draft stock, so I'm okay with watching Trevor Lawrence and them flourish. I want to see them flourish too, because it pushes my narrative of you got to find the right coach and quarterback, man. There's no way around it. Jack has done a decent job. He still struggles with making adjustments, but he definitely has done a decent job. I want Jacksonville to do good. I would prefer Tennessee to win, but they're not about to win with Josh Dobbs, so we might as well just enjoy the game. We're not moving up. We're not moving past their draft spot, at least, the Titans. So the Titans aren't going to win this game. So I don't expect it at all. Can you be a mod? Yeah, I can definitely go in and do that. I'll probably struggle to set that up, but you could definitely mod the channel. Shout out to Duncan for the donation. You even streaming the game. I'm here for the Jags, not here for you to talk about the commodes. Yeah, I'm watching the game. It's commercial right now. Hell yeah. And it's the Commanders, sir. It's not the commodes. In 2 weeks, y'all are going to join us on the couch to watch the rest of the playoffs. But until then, you got it. All respect to your Eagles, Duncan. Appreciate you for the super, my boy. I know Ron feels embarrassed. Hey, he should. He should, bruh. We definitely should bring a bunch of bodies to join Jamin in the linebacker room. I agree, Chase. I agree. 100%. Smash that like button, y'all. Look at the Jags, man. Look at them. They were the number 1 pick back in April. They're about to go to the playoffs, man. It must be nice. It must be freaking nice. Commode D's. Hey, tell them, DeAndre. Tell them, DeAndre. Y'all got it, though. Y'all the 1 seed in the conference. I'm not going to talk shit to you. I'll talk a little shit just for shits and giggles at the tailgate tomorrow, but I'm going for the food and to see Sam Howell. I'm going to see Sammy slinging. Oh, and for the older crowd out there, Sonny Jurgensen's getting his number retired at the game tomorrow, number 9. You know, the last quarterback we had to throw for 30 touchdowns in a season back in 1967, 55 years ago. 1st and 10, Josh Dobbs. And the Titans take over. They give it to Derrick Henry, and he gets dropped for a loss of 2. Y'all see how hyped the Jags crowd is? I would love to see a full FedEx Field. But also, I would love to see us be playing for the NFC East in our final game of the season like the Jags are, because it would probably be lit. It would still probably be 60-40 Dallas fans in that joint, but it would be lit for sure. First string needs more people watching. Yeah, first string is nice, man. I pray for complete embarrassment tomorrow from Ron and company. I just want to see Ron. You know what would be embarrassing? If the rookie comes out and looks very competent. It's going to look like he could have played weeks ago. That would be great. Fans going to be booing Sonny. Nah, just like Tutty, they're not going to be at their seats nor caring when he gets his jersey. And they introduced the mascot when everybody was at bathroom taking a piss during halftime, and not anyone in the stadium gave a damn. None of them. Even the Giants are winning purely because of coaching. Bradley, talk about it. Brian Daboll, Wink Martindale, hiring of Joe Shane, that pairing of Daboll and Shane from Buffalo and Kafka. And 1 year, they got a less talented roster resting starters in week 18 and going to the playoff. Coaching matters. Definitely matters. Execution and players matter as well, but coaching definitely fucking matters. You rarely see. The Philly game was like the only game in Ron's tenure where I could say, oh, the Philly game and the Tampa game last year was the only 2 games in Ron's tenure where I could say we genuinely outcoached the team we played. We've been outcoached every other game in his entire tenure. We bringing back Cole Holcomb. I wouldn't make it a priority. I'd throw him a little punk-ass contract. Nothing crazy because he's not deserving of nothing crazy. But I would try to bring him back. Shit, that room already naked enough. We can't afford to lose bodies unless we gain some better bodies there. But definitely, man. All right, the Jags, they're running the ball. They're getting some good games. They're moving. Josh Dobbs got the troops moving up the field. 2nd and 3. Let's see what the Titans do. Josh Dobbs is poised. He's excited about this shit, man. And everybody be feeling like these games matter to the players, man. Josh Dobbs trying to show the league he can play football. Sam Howell trying to show the league he matters and he shouldn't have been a 5th-round pick. So as meaningless as the game can feel to a fan, these games matter to the motherfuckers on the field. To guys like Chris Paul, who was picked in the 7th round, who might be the best tackle on the damn roster right now. Treylon Burks grabs the first down. The Titans are moving right now. Treylon Burks has looked all right, too. It's looked like a good year for first-round receivers. All of them look like hits so far. Dotson, London, Olave, Garrett Wilson, Burks. Everybody looks like they got a quality receiver in the first round this year. You love to see that. As hyped as they were coming in, they all looked the part in year 1. Very rare. Very rare. Chase Young, it would be great if he went crazy tomorrow. Like a 2.5 sack game. Chase, if y'all haven't seen his mic'd up from the Browns game, it was amazing seeing that type of energy. You would have thought we won the game with how infectious his energy was throughout. You love that. Chris Paul going to be at guard, right or left, not tackle. I don't see him playing tackle. I see he's going to be at guard. Watch him tomorrow. That's who him and Sam are the main 2 people I'm paying attention to tomorrow. Diami's going to suddenly wake up. They probably got a fire UNC group chat going right now, talking about tomorrow. Like, hey, we about to stun on these hoes tomorrow, bro. Derrick Henry and the Wildcat on 2nd and 7. Titans got the ball at the 47. He hands it on the jet. for about a gain of 5 or 6. 3rd and 1 Titans. I feel like Hal gonna. Oh my God, you said tear them up. I thought you was about to say tear an ACL. I'm about to say, bro, you can't wish that on our quarterback. Chase definitely needs rush moves, Tyler. I agree. We gotta see some legit progress. He has to have a real pass rush plan and develop moves to get to the quarterback. You can't just rely on athleticism every play. If Chase had rush moves and Montez Sweat could finish, we would have the best edge rushing unit in the league. We got to see those things. 3rd down, Josh Dobbs is going to throw it to the sideline after he was under pressure. 4th and 3, the Jags got the stop. Oh, I wish we were playing meaningful football tomorrow, man. It would have been real nice. Diami 40-plus TDs for certain. Diami getting 20 targets tomorrow. Scott Turner about to get that Russell Wilson hate tomorrow. Oh, yeah. They about to come for him. They're really going to kill. Oh, the Titans are going for it on 4th and 2. They're going for it. They're letting their balls hang. They're on the riverboat. 4th and 2 from the Jags 48. Dobbs in the shotgun. Gets the snap, drops back, throws it to the flats, and they got the first down. First down, Tennessee Titan. Was that Westbrook-Ikhine? Because I wasn't. I need Westbrook-Ikhine to get 20 yards tonight as a part of my parlay. Need it. Need it. Hell yeah, man. Hey, man, always appreciate it. Always appreciate. Don't say riverboat. My bad. Paddle boat, sailboat, lifeboat. Because we damn sure ain't on no riverboat. 1st and 10, Jags ball from the 36 of the Titans ball and 36 of the Jags. Dobbs gives it to who else but Derrick. Yo, have y'all ever seen Derrick Henry's high school highlights? It's the most incredible, disgusting, and egregious thing I've ever seen. That boy was a man amongst little boys, and his numbers made no freaking sense at all. Al Galdi put out a tweet. It says, it very much feels like Scott Turner's being fired. Thursday, Scott speaks as if he knows he may be fired. Friday, Ron gives a very short answer regarding the job that Scott has done. Saturday, the major report of frustration comes out. Players are liking tweets and players are saying things to the media. Y'all already know the vibe. Scott is out of here. Derrick Henry pushing the pile for about 10 on 2nd and 11. It is now 3rd and 1. Derrick Henry is I would hate to tackle that man. I would want no parts of tackling that man. None at all. Scott is definitely out of here, so definitely pour one out to Scott Turner, the son of Norv, because he's gone. He's gone on Monday. He is. We will know on Black Monday early. He's going to be super gone. 3rd and 3. Tennessee ball in field goal position. They definitely want to cap this drive off with a tutty. A touchdown. We don't even want to say tutty right now. Oh, they run it on 3rd and 3 and they lose yards. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. They get stopped on 3rd down, and they're now probably going to kick a field goal. Maybe they go for it, but I would think so. Maybe just go for it, bro. Y'all playing y'all 3rd string quarterback. Just let your balls hang. Let your balls hang and just let it fly. Let it fly. Jags and Titans got to have the most mid-unis in the league. The Jags, they get to lean on the fact that they have a good color combination. Oh, they went for it. Go to Robert Woods, and they pick up the 1st down. Go for about 12 yards on 4th and 3. The Titans are still going. Mike Vrabel letting the balls hang. But, yeah, these are mid-looking uniforms, but the Jags have a good color to lean on, so they don't look as mid as they actually are. Yeah, Scott's out of here. 100% Scott's getting fired next week. If it ain't Monday, it'll be later in the week. Scott, we should know Monday morning that Scott's out of here. And it'll be a big indictment on Ron and Scott if Howell looks really good tomorrow. Even if he looks solid tomorrow, it's going to be like, why didn't we see this weeks ago? The only one with upside and age, youth, potential If he was ready to play versus a team this good, why the hell wasn't he ready to play after the bye? There's so many questions, so many indictments on this, man. So many indictments on this squad, on this coaching staff, man. So many things to say about these guys, man. Appreciate rocking with y'all on this Saturday, man. 2nd and 9. Dobbs drops back in the shotgun, does a shovel to Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry picks up 5. Derrick Henry should just fall. He can just fall forward and get 5 anytime he wants it. Scott better call Tyrone. I don't care if we score 40. Scott got to go. Exactly. Tomorrow is a 1-game sample size. Even if we scored 100 points tomorrow, Scott Turner should still be fired. So because on your last day of work, we're going to act like you didn't show up late every day or didn't perform or didn't meet your sales goals just because you had a good final day? No. Take your pink slip, turn in your key card and your parking pass, and go collect checks and go continue to ride your father's name into another job, just not here. Dobbs is going to scramble on 3rd and 5, and he's going to pick up the first down, but there's a flag. It might be coming back for holding, but Dobbs picks up the first down with his legs. It's coming right back, though. 3rd down again. It'll be 3rd and long. They're surviving. Would you cut Charles Leno? No, I wouldn't cut him, but I'd draft his replacement and kick him to the right side because he's not a left tackle. He's not a bookend left tackle. Oh, yeah, that was big holding. They held the rookie Trevon Walker. Yep. They went linebacker crazy this year. Oh, he's trying to dance with Trevon Walker. That's definitely holding. But they got Chad Muma, Foye Oluokun. They got the 1st-round pick, Devin Lloyd. They got hella inside linebackers over there. They attacked that position hard. We definitely got to draft a center for sure. Love Chase Rouillet, can't rely on him. He's had 2 terrible injuries back-to-back. We have to draft a versatile center guard guy. What the fuck did he just – wow! Yo! Did y'all just see that dumb shit that he just did? I think the play was designed to do that, bro. He just caught the ball and just threw that shit over his head and prayed to God it went backwards into one of his team. That was crazy. McVay is definitely someone to monitor next year because it looks like he's going to retire and make TV money for a year or 2 before being wooed to coach. That must be nice, having a Super Bowl ring in the bag, 2 Super Bowl appearances, able to retire at 40 or under, and you can come back to coaching anytime, and you still got nothing but – and you would still command one of the highest checks in the league if you come back while your value is still and always going to be high. Wow, that was a lateral? That was a crazy-looking ass play, though. Was that shit designed to do? He threw that shit over his head. That was crazy. That was crazy as hell. Wow. What a play. That was wild. Should we draft Mo Ibrahim? Man, we got way more important things than to be talking about Mo Ibrahim. That would be the last thing on my list. We got way too many important holes than to be talking about. Like, yes, we do need another back. We definitely need another back. But we got a lot of bigger holes. Brian Robinson needs a running mate. I would definitely consider trading Gibson this offseason and just drafting another running back because it's not like we're going to pay him in a year when his contract's up anyway. But I would take a running back. I would take a Mo Ibrahim. I'd take a Kenny McIntosh out of Georgia. There's a lot of guys that I would take to be. Yeah, I'll take the not Jahmyr Gibbs, the other Alabama running back. I forgot his name. I'd take him to pair with Brian Robinson too. But we got a quarterback issue. We got a line issue. We need to see something out of the fucking tight end group because we've got nothing out of them this year. We need backers. We need a cornerback 1. You know, we got some things to fill. And we can't be afraid to spend, man. We cannot be fucking afraid to spend money on shit, man. We got to go after it, man. We have no choice. No choice at all. But William Brown would be a good pick, though. Like, he's a good running back. He's nice. He's ran for almost 2,000 yards this year. He's nice. Like the player, don't value the position for what we need coming this off season. Oh, man. What are y'all score predictions for the game tomorrow? What are y'all feeling about our game tomorrow? I don't even care. I just want to see Sam look like a professional quarterback. I don't care what the numbers or anything look like. I just want him to look poised. I want him to look like he looked in the preseason in a real game tomorrow, because he has everything betting against him. He has no reason to play a good game tomorrow. The whole fucking roster is out. Everybody's out tomorrow. Every single body. Hopefully we draft Joey Porter Jr. I like him. Ron definitely be great value shopping, bro. We need Ron to graduate and go bulk shopping at Costco. Go to Costco, my friend. Spend bigger bucks, spend better bucks. 1 second. Okay, either way, 42-32. Hey, man, I feel like it's going to be 30-17. It's probably going to end up somewhere 27-17 or somewhere along those lines. I want to see 3 scoring drives led by the rookie. All I care to see tomorrow. I'll be scoreboard watching, but yeah, man, I'm ready to go. McVay's job is in limbo. Hey, McVay is going to retire and go work for network television like he should. And he should come back whenever the hell he feels like, because he's earned it. He's earned the right to do that. Hell yeah. And they're actually going to be getting the ball with good velocity and in stride coming from Sam. So I'm ready to see Sam spray that joint over the field. Yeah, I like Porter Jr. and Gonzalez, and I would be great with either of them because we need a corner. We're going to be right in the perfect spot to draft either of those guys. Porter Jr. is such a great guy, too. Porter Jr. and Gonzalez would be home run hits for us if we have the quarterback situation solidified, or if Ron figures it out somehow. Probably won't. Only thing I'm confident in predicting is the Diami 40-plus yard time. Like shit, it's going to come up the right sideline. They're going to run that same go route they used to get busy with at North Carolina, man. They definitely going to get busy and run that shit for real. That shit is definitely going to happen for sure. Jags got the ball now. They fighting up the field. Man, they gave Evan Ingram hands. He even catches it now. If Sam plays good, do you still want a quarterback regardless? Yes, because one game shouldn't sway you or deter you from getting a quarterback. It's one game, and history tells us that you will not find a franchise quarterback in the 5th round. But it would give me the confidence to say that Sam can compete with whoever I bring in and develop alongside them. You can't come away from tomorrow saying we got our franchise quarterback. And since the year 2000, not one franchise quarterback has been drafted in the 5th round. So one good performance won't say it, but tomorrow will tell us a lot about if he has a chance to be. You know, he does have top 2-round talent. Jalen Carter or Brian Brzee out of Clemson. Jalen Carter is the best player in the draft. That's not a quarterback. Jalen Carter than Will Anderson. So I'm definitely taking Jalen Carter. Love Jalen Carter. The possible OC candidate would be Kevin Gardner, the wide receiver coach of the Bucks. Ooh, that's a good name. Tell me about him. I don't know much about him. Educate me, because I think Ron's going to take the easy route and promote Zampese, hire Mike Schuler, or maybe outsource and go get Frank Reich. Frank Reich's from Maryland. You know, he's a local guy. Appreciate Dort Gunner for the $5 super and the donation. He said, Dallas home game again tomorrow. I want to see how I'll run the show next season. Give him a year and let's see what he's got. We have weapons. For real, honestly, I wouldn't be mad if that's the route Ron goes, because Ron knows he has 1 year left in Washington, and you might as well go out with the guy you drafted, the only quarterback you drafted in your tenure, but Just bring him some competition in at some point. If that's the case, bring in a Tyler Huntley, a Teddy Bridgewater, a Brissett, some mid guy, and say, Sam is the starter going into the 2023 season, period. We're going to see what the kids got next year. I'll take it because I think at minimum, he can give us that shit sandwich that we saw this year. And I think he's better than that. So if that's the case, I'm cool with it. Go get me a Porter and Gonzalez in round 1. Go get a tackle in the second round. Fill out the roster. Spend some money in the offseason. Go get a better line for Sam and give him an actual chance. Because although he was a 5th-round pick, he shouldn't have been a 5th-round pick. I watched every snap that boy played in UNC. Boy's got a live-ass arm, and he's athletic. He's a dual-threat quarterback. He can run, and he runs hard. He knows what to do when he runs. He runs like a running back when he runs that shit. He picks his lanes well, and he'll put that shoulder into you. People easily like to give him the Baker comp just because they're both 6-foot, stocky white guys with shadow. I will say this, though. Sam Howell better have taken his ass to a barber shop today and got a QB1 haircut in his first start with all his family. He probably had his chicks on the way. He probably got Jones with the 14 jerseys pulling up to the stadium. Fam, you can't show up to your first start looking like a fucking guard. Y'all see Sam with the week 18 cut and beard the other day? Sam from the neck up looks like a guard with that whack ass hair. Bro, get your temp fade and your beard lined up for Sunday, bro. You can't be showing up on Sunday looking like you play right guard in North Dakota, bro. Should we get Stroud? But we're not going to have a shot at Stroud because Ron's not going to trade up for a quarterback. Shit, there's a world where all 4 quarterbacks go before we pick at 13 or 14. Because I want the 10th pick. We're not going to get the 10th pick. One, the Titans are going to lose this game, and 1 or 2 or all of them are going to lose tomorrow out of the Browns, Saints, and Jets. Mike White's not even playing for the Jets, so whoever they're playing, they're losing tomorrow. The Browns play who? The Steelers. Steelers are playing for their jobs. You know, Tomlin doesn't do losing seasons. Tomlin played a rookie this year. He's worked through his troubles, and Pickett has actually shown stride since his first start on October 2nd, where he went 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He's making clutch game-winning plays up the sideline to Najee Harris now. Tomlin, even with the shit sandwich of Mitch Trubisky and the growing pains of a rookie, is still about to have another winning season because there's a difference between guys like Mike Tomlin and how the Steelers do business and how our Washington Commander football team Redskins do business. We don't do smart business here. 1st and 10 from the 48. The Jags are moving. They're on the Titan side of the field for the first time tonight. They get stuffed on 1st down. Cam should just continue to be a YouTuber at this point. Cam's cooked. Cam, like Rob, is cooked. What up, Will? Will Diggs, what up, gang? What up, Joe? How y'all feeling, man? What up, guys? Red Wings. We probably have to trade up for any – oh, yeah, we better not fucking touch Hendon Hooker. Hendon Hooker has an ACL tear, and he's already a 6-year senior. I'm going to repeat that, 6-year senior with a not high ceiling. His first snap at the NFL level, he's going to be 26 years old. So you're going to get a 26 – Lamar Jackson's 26 years old. He's already won an MVP and about to get a contract. 26-year-old rookie coming off an ACL tear, I want no parts of that shit. And yes, I do agree that you will have to trade up for any quarterback that you're going to get. Appreciate you, Will, for the $10 donation, man. Gang. Appreciate you, my guy, for always checking in. How are you doing? I'm doing all right, Joe. How are you doing on this Saturday night? I'm just watching some meaningful football being played, not us. How y'all feeling, man? I saw a crazy stat a couple of days ago. The worst single-season record the Steelers ever suffered was 5-11. That is a class organization. Tomlin has never once, no matter how many injuries or any excuse you throw at him, What up, Scotty? How we doing, my guy? What's going on, man? Would you get Anthony Richardson? Anthony Richardson ain't going in the second round. Anthony Richardson about to go top 25. I would love to have him and develop him and let him compete with Hal, but someone's going to bet on those traits. His traits are like somewhere between Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. Like, they're crazy. He just hasn't played enough football, and he's raw as hell. He is raw as shit, but he has a very elastic arm. He can throw like Allen and Mahomes arm strength-wise, and he can run like Lamar. 6'4", 230, and he's going to run a 4.4. He's going to probably actually run the 40 instead of ducking it like most athletic quarterbacks do nowadays too. I'm betting on the traits of a guy, but Ron in a lame duck year is probably not going to draft a quarterback, and I'm trying to lower my expectations. I think we're going to go try to get Garoppolo or Ryan Tannehill if the Titans move on from him and get a Derek Carr. I don't even think we get Carr. Carr's going to have his choice of where he wants to go, and he got better options than Washington. What he should do, though, is go to Tampa because that division stinks, and I would get as far as I could away from the AFC and all those young-ass elite quarterbacks that crowd the AFC playoff picture. So if I was Derek Carr, I'm not even taking maybe the Jets, but I'm not taking the call of a team in Josh Allen's division. I'm cool, bro. Call that what you want. I'm not playing in that conference, bro. Take me to the NFC where I can be one of the top quarterbacks in the conference, and I don't got to play against all these young, hotshot, $1 billion quarterbacks in the AFC. So Washington is probably a team that looks attractive to Derek Carr. His brother said he wants to play for a team with a stable ownership situation and coach. We don't got that, but we do got a roster that's ready-ish to win now. Carr's a good quarterback. Carr's not a great quarterback by any means. He's not a terrible quarterback by any means. He is what we are. He would fit right in, and he's a quarterback that is going to say a bunch of cliches. He's going to cry at press conferences. He's going to do all that rah-rah shit that Ron wants him to do. He's a leader of Boy Scouts. So I can see, they tried to get cute on the option, and they fumbled. They just turned the ball over in the red zone. They got cute and tried to run a double option play where they faked the option to one side and had the jet sweep receiver coming to get it. And getting cute did not pay off for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They fumbled it and turned the ball over and spoiled a scoring opportunity for a young team. You can't be doing this type of thing in a game of this magnitude. Make sure y'all smash that like button for your boy. Hell yeah. Let me see. I don't trust Ron and company. I don't trust Ron with shit. Get Malik Cunningham in the third after the cornerback. I like Howell more than Malik Cunningham. I think Malik Cunningham is going to be like a 6th round pick personally. What's good though, OG? Red Wings. That was some Scott Turner shit they just did. Carr is better than Dak. I don't think so. I think they're about the same quarterback, but Dak does more with his legs. Dak better than Carr, but Carr's not very far from Dak, which would definitely keep us competitive. How about Will Levis? Will Levis looks like the prototypical jock quarterback in a movie or a sitcom that wears a varsity jacket to school on Friday. I would bet on Levis or Richard. I think someone's going to take Levis higher than most people think they're going to take him. He's going to end up going top 5. Someone may even do something stupid and overthink it and draft Levis over CJ Stroud because, like I said, 6'4", 230, mobile as hell, very strong arm. Someone's going to bet on that. And he comes from a pro-style offense at Kentucky with a former professional offensive coordinator calling the play. He shit the bed on the field and didn't really perform. Like him and Richardson didn't have the greatest years, but those picks would be betting on traits. I would bet on the traits of Will Levis. You see what we've put out on the field the last couple years? Why the hell would I not bet on Will Levis? Hell yeah, I'd take a shot. I think Will Levis, his ceiling is Carson before he tore his ACL because he plays like Carson. He makes decisions like Carson. He can do head-scratching things, but just like Carson before the ACL tear, he had the legs to not be a statue and be shell-shocked. But Levis can be a really good quarterback, or he can be a really bad quarterback with a strong arm. But I'm willing to play the quarterback lottery. I'm always willing to do it, but I don't think Ron is. So ultimately, you could scrap the top 4 quarterbacks off the offseason plan for our team, because lame duck Ron ain't taking those type of – he ain't making those type of swings. He should, because pairing yourself to one of them, or even Howe, would give you a longer leash, or potentially give you a longer leash as the coach. That was a stupid turnover the Jags just had. Y'all give me 1 second. Hold up. Oh. She just said, what? Hold up. 1 second. I'll be right back. They said Ron gonna drive Zach Wilson. I think the Jets, they keep saying they're gonna keep him and they're gonna stick with him through hell or high water. I don't know if I believe that. Keep the whole staff and go. Hey, Caleb Williams is going first. We gotta be willing to suck or trade up to get him. Hey, Sam Howell would be the savior of this franchise if he just goes and halves at it for 2023 and we end up like 4-13. But I think Sam Howell's better than that, though. Like, I think Sam, like, especially our schedule is, we're going to have a 4th place schedule, and I see the opponents next year already. Like, we go to LA, we go to Seattle, we go to the Jets, we go to the Patriots. Like, the schedule ain't crazy, but we would need the first pick of the draft in 2024. We would need to, like, prepare this year and trade out of the first round, or trade back a trade back that fetches us a 2024 first, so we can package 2 to move up. That's the only way we're in the conversation for Caleb. Caleb's going to be the first name called next year. I feel for, if you have a futures bet, put whatever you got on Caleb Williams going number 1 next year. He's going number 1. And Drake May's name is going to be called soon after. So the question is always going to be, is whoever's in charge here, are they willing to go up and get the quarterback? Because we're never going to stink it up enough again to go 3-14 and pick number 1 or 2 in the draft. And we're never going to be good enough to be consistent playoff winners. So you got to be willing to go and get your fucking quarterback. You got to be willing to go and get that. And I just received a phone call. I'm going to have to go. I'm going to have to cut this stream shorter than I would have liked it to, because I've had something sprung on me last minute, and I'm not in a position to say no to this opportunity. So I will be live at about 10:15, 10:30 in the morning for a pregame show. Pedro and Juan might be stopping through, and I'm going to have some content from the tailgate stadium. And you know we're going to have a post-game going. Whenever I get back from FedEx Field tomorrow, even if it's like at 10 o'clock at night, we going live, and we're going to talk about Slinging Sammy's debut. Sorry I had to cut this stream short, but I'm not allowed to turn down my obligations as a father, and it was sprung on me last second. Until next time, hail to the Washington Commanders. Shout out to everybody that rocked with your boy for the amount of time that we did go tonight. Sorry to cut the stream short. Big content coming to you tomorrow and for the rest of the week and all off season. You're going to get 5 to 7 videos minimum a week going forward. Thank you for rocking with your boy. Y'all have a blessed Saturday night. Gotta go. Deuces.